And can you hear the totem boys sing? I can hear everything. And when the North Bristol chorus rings, I can hear everything.
Just remember!
The bells are shopping miles on the eastern coast. I was blue and white.
Seventh heaven for the Gas.
Right, what is going on, Gasheads, and welcome to Factors and Fan TV. We are here for our first live stream of this channel. We are here with Freddie, Charlie Hayden, and we might have Josh Hemmings as well. How are we?
Hopefully, anyway.
How are we, Freddie?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Long day at work, obviously. I got back quite late. I was at the Stadium of Light last night, so different scene, really. Obviously, it's a massive stadium. It was quite quiet and boring, and the game was awful, to be honest with you. But a game at the old Memorial Stadium last night, by the looks of it.
Yeah, it was a bit different surroundings for me. I was at the Mem for the Virtue Trophy because I had nothing better to do on a Tuesday night. But no, it was a decent game. So it was a great game to watch, in fact. Terrible start from us. Terrible first 15.
Well, I know because you Snapchatted me every 5 minutes going 1-0, 2-0. Oh yeah, but I was 3-0 down. I was like, oh brilliant, against Spurs on the 21s and all. I was like, oh my god. But we pulled it back in the end. So I mean, what more could we ask for? I mean, to be honest with you, the last few games you have seen a bit more. We've seen a bit more passion in that team. And I think that's all we ask for, really, as Gas says, to kind of the team to kind of play for the badge. And we've not seen that for like the last 6 months. So I mean, it's good to see the fight back in the lads.
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously not a full strength 11 against Spurs under 21s there. We had a 5 back to start with. None of the players at the back that started against Cambridge. So the fight. So we had Senior back in the squad after his red card against.
How was he?
He was very good. In fact, he was very good down that right flank. He was more the wing back. I've been trying to get through him. Then we had the back three of Ellison, Taylor Moore, who was the captain, and Clinton Mola. And then we had who did we have on the left? Belongo we had on the left. We had down the left side. He played pretty decently, but one thing that has gotten into his game, he does kind of panic on the ball sometimes.
Yeah,
it's why I think Sparks does him, and also Sparks was just brilliant. He was brilliant against Cambridge. He's been good against.
The last 2 games Sparks has been in. He's been absolutely amazing. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, obviously that free kick. Oh my god, how unlucky can 1-9 get? It clattered the crossbar, man. I was in my front room watching it, and I was on the edge of my seat, and I said to me, Mrs. sat next to me, I was like, "This is going in this. Watch this go in top corner now." And it clattered the crossbar, mate. I was nearly in tears. I was just like, I was so close. You know what it is? It would have topped off a perfect night as well, because I was actually really proud of the lads that night. Like, really proud of the lads that night.
Yeah, I was behind it in the Thatcher's end. I thought it went in, like, because it bounced off the crossbar in a way that it just looked like it was going to bounce off and go back in, but it just goes just past the post or just off to the left-hand side, and the limbs if that went in, because it was 90. It was something in the 90th minute in added time.
Mate, the whole of Newcastle would have heard that if that went in, mate. I'd have been running up my street. But I've got unpopular opinion here. I think Belongo would be better as a winger, or somewhere up front.
I think what Belongo is, and why he's still in the squad, is he's someone to bring on when we're losing. Because against for Harrogate last season and for the early parts of last season, he was definitely a player. If you were losing, he's just a good person to have in the penalty area, for like a free kick or a corner. He scored the winner against Northampton last season. That was there for.
I do remember that. Yeah, that was. I think that was one of the Leicester wins last season. Anyway, I mean, we didn't see many of them last season, did we? But we're not going to go into that.
We're not. Last season.
What do you make of Isaac Hutchinson last night? Cupping his ears at you lot.
I didn't really see it, but he has had a bit of abuse over the last 18 months.
I bet he's been absolutely terrorised since there was his dad.
Like, he said a lot of things, and when he's good, he is one of our best players. and he is as good, or not as good, but like almost on the level that Anthony Evans was. But there were so many games that he had, definitely last season and the early parts of this season, where he's just looked off it and lazy. And when he's got the ball, he loses it or he does too much. But when he is good, he is definitely worth being in the team. But
you've also got to look at his. You've also got to look at his 20. What season was he covered Warsaw? Was it 2022 to 23? 23-24 season. It was really, really good. But the thing is, like, since we bought him and we've obviously come on, and he's come onto our team, he's not been worth obviously the money we paid for him. Sorry, my mates are messing around through the window. They're trying to make me laugh. He's the thing is, there's been some games like last season. He was like one of our top goal scorers. I think he was second top goal scorer, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. It was Soteriou, Martin. I think it was like joint on for Martin and Soteriou, and then it was promised. Then I think it was Hutchinson.
Oh, good evening, George. George said good evening to us. So good evening, George. Thanks for tuning. By the way, everyone tuning in. By the way, we do appreciate it. Obviously, we've worked really hard over the last couple of days to kind of get all this set up. So we appreciate everyone tuning in, and we've also been quite surprised at the following we've got on TikTok. I mean, your video last night, Matthew. I don't know if you've seen the view count. He was on 6,500 at the moment. I mean. Yeah. Not bad, really, not bad. Should we get on to the topics?
Let's go on some topics. I've got some some things to talk about in my notes here. We're going to have Charlie Hayne as well to talk with us. We'll quickly talk about the EFL trophy game that we had on Tuesday or yesterday even.
You got to lead around that one, mate. I was in the Stadium of Light watching Sunderland.
Yeah, he was in the Stadium of Light. I was sat in the Seat Unique stand. The last time, I haven't ever been in the Seat Unique stand or whatever it's called. I used to have a season ticket in the stand that used to be to its right. The little tent area before they built the south stand.
Charlie said he'll be on in 5 minutes, by the way.
Right, lovely. But it's weird seeing a game being played not in the Thatcher when I'm not in the Thatcher's end. Because
of course, but was it just one stand open last night, or was it just like boycotted, or what was it?
Oh no! So it had the Seat Unique stand was open, and then the bit of the south stand that's next to it was open. Yeah. And then obviously the away end was open to Tottenham fans. It was a decent showing from, I think it was 60, 70 Tottenham fans. So decent showing.
That's not bad from the 21 side, though, is it? That's not bad at all. Was he singing, or was he loud? Or?
They were decently loud, considering like genuinely they looked a similar amount of people to Harrogate at the start of the season to what they brought. But about the game, they just didn't start off well at all. Just awful start, and everyone who's interviewed, who Rivers have interviewed, have said awful start. Reece Carr said it was an awful start. Brad said it was an awful start. But we went 3 down. It was just we couldn't deal with their pace and their quick passing, which obviously it's an academy. That's going to happen. But I think if we have a team in League 2 this season that is like that we could be in trouble. Because yes, it wasn't a full strength.
I think we've got to look at some of them wingers they played yesterday though, because Jesus Christ, they were good, weren't they?
Yeah, I think there was one on there. I think it was their left wing that I'd love at Rovers, because he was one of the only players that would be technically skilled enough to get into most League 2 sides and League 1 sides.
Of course,
because he scored.
Half that team probably would make. To be honest with you, like you could see, like yes, they're on the 21 side, but they're in the top of the academy for a reason. Do you know what I mean? There were some good quality players in that side. I mean, I've seen the highlights and such. When that bloke turned Brad Young, I mean, what a goal that was! He turned Brad Young and I was like, inside out. I was like, who is that bloke? But yeah.
And I'll tell you what, their last goal in normal time was an absolute stunner. He went past 2 of our defenders and just stuck it in the top left or right hand corner. It was a beautiful finish. But onto our team. Obviously, we didn't play a full strength 11, and certainly not a full strength defense. I don't think we had any players that started on Saturday. Because we had a 5-back. We had Taylor Moore. We had Dan Ellison, Clinton Mola, Alongo. and Joel Senior. Obviously, Joel Senior would get in the team.
How was Dan Ellison last night?
Pardon?
How was Dan Ellison last night?
Dan Ellison, he was all right. To be fair, he didn't have much to do. I know that sounds weird when we conceded 3 in the first 15 minutes, but he was on the right side of the 3. And most of the goals didn't go through him. It went through Taylor Moore as he was trying to go up the pitch.
Yeah.
He didn't have much to do apart from that. So, but he played well. He seemed comfortable in the ball. He seemed comfortable in defending. He's still.
Yeah.
I think he could still do with another loan because he
100%.
is. But I think to maybe a National League team would do him well. Maybe.
I mean, look at him last season. I mean, that he got a goal at Wembley. A lot of the older Trot fans said he was solid all season. I mean, for a centre back, I think he looks quite lightweight at the moment. Obviously, I think the older he gets, probably the bigger he'll fall out a little bit. But I mean, I think do you know what it is? I think he'd be a good for the bench. I think I maybe give him a run out for 1 or 2 games in the league, see how he is. But I mean, I do think a loan would be the best move. Obviously, the same as Jed Ward though. He's gone up to Yeovil, and look how well he's doing already. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen his saves that he's been making up Yeovil? He's just kind of my between picks.
He's way too good for the National League. I think it was a little bit unfair what they did to Jed this season because there wasn't many times last season where he looked like he didn't deserve to be in the team. And there was a few times last season where he definitely kept us in games.
100%.
I don't think we would have won Bolton if it weren't for him. I don't think we would have won Huddersfield if it weren't for him, and we wouldn't have drawn against Stockport if it weren't for Jed. Obviously,
I never forget the Exeter game the season before as well.
Yeah, the Exeter game the season before, definitely. But obviously you lose as many as you did last season, and obviously 1 draw in the last 10 games, wasn't it? People are going to look at the defense and going to look at the goalkeeper, but I don't think Jed was the problem. I don't think it was hard to pinpoint a problem last season because we weren't losing by too many, apart from Lincoln, which was awful. It didn't look too bad defensively. It looked better under Calderon than it did under Taylor.
100%. Yeah, I think there was a little bit more energy about the side, but obviously you can see that with an inexperienced manager in Calderon. But I mean, in terms of Jed Ward being bad, I generally thought that he didn't get much help from the defence people. If you really thought about our defence last year was absolutely dreadful, and as such an inexperienced goalkeeper to have a defence that flaky is never going to go well either. But I mean, I think he gets in any League 2 side, honestly, or League 1 even.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, when the opportunity to get Southwood pops up, because he's way too good for League 2, when the opportunity to get Southwood pops up, you do take it because the guy's a Northern Ireland international. We played for Bolton more often than not last season. He's probably at the moment he's better than Jed, but I think Jed's got such a high potential if we can do it, if we play him right.
Well, obviously, the thing is, we've got a question though. Is obviously both of these goalkeepers we've got now are both on quite lengthy contracts. So they're both on 3-year deals, aren't they?
Yeah. Definitely.
So I don't see I don't see how Jed's now going to slot in for the next 2-3 years, especially if Southwood has a really good. I mean, Southwood's had a good. He's had a good start in the first 2 games. He didn't look that great. Obviously, we knew. Hi Ross, how you doing? That's good to see you in it. I mean, he's had a good start to the season, Southwood. But I think his crossing, his catching, it doesn't look great. He flaps it a little bit, but there was actually warnings of that from Bolton fans. I don't know if you've seen. On the comments when he announced that they came here, but it's quite flappy on crosses. I think it's shot stopping on the other hand. It's incredible, but I think his catching needs work. What was Brad Young like last night? Was any goals his fault?
Maybe the first he could have got to, and I think maybe the one where it went round him, Southwood might have got to it, but I don't think anywhere blatantly his fault. And he did well in the shootout, so because he saved 2 in the shootout and
saved the Panenka. Good boy.
He's definitely an upgrade on Hall because that is essentially what his job is. It is to be a backup just in case he gets injured, but he'll never. If Southwood's fit, he'll never play.
I don't see how Hall ever got into our team. To be honest with you, he never really played, did he? He played like 2 games.
But he was there just in case Griffiths or Ward Jed got injured. He was because he came from Southampton, didn't he?
He played against Swindon in that 4-5. Was that cup against Swindon? Yeah.
that in the same competition as Tuesday night.
Yeah, it was Virtue Trophy or something like that.
Yeah, whatever. I think it was Bristol Street Motors last season, or like it switched halfway through. Yeah, it switched halfway through. I think it was. But yeah, I think what will happen with Jed at the end of this season is it will be very similar to the 23-24 season where he's fighting for the position with Southwood. Matt Cox stat back then, but and I think they can help each other become better goalkeepers. And I think it could be a situation of 1 week Southwood's in, 1 week Jed's in, and then once we get Jed to a certain level, we sell him and make a bit of profit.
I think, I mean, he will be worth a decent amount of money one day. I think. I just don't see where he's going to fit into this squad anymore. Now he's been replaced with 2 goalkeepers. It's just like, I think it was unfair. I think this season it should have been Southwood and Jed. I don't think Brad Young was particularly needed, to be honest with you. I'm not sure why that decision came about. Because like either way, like Jed and Southwood, that's a solid keeper position filled up there.
But I don't think Jed doesn't deserve to be on our bench for the entire season because he isn't better than Southwood at the moment.
Of course not.
So I think the loan was the best decision for him. I just don't know what they're going to do when it comes to the next season after. Because I think there's two real options: is we keep him and he fights for the number 1, or we sell him while he's still under contract, so we don't lose him for £500,000 less than he's worth.
Exactly. In terms of last night, again, we all seen that the 5 at the back was the root of the cause to the 3 goals at the start. I'm not sure why that decision keeps coming about. I mean, we see it every single game at this point. Darryl puts 5 at the back, and hang on 2 seconds, we've got Charlie. Hey, here he is.
There he is.
What are we saying? Yeah, man. All good, man. All good.
Yeah, we were just talking about the decision at 5 at the back again last night that completely cost us 3 goals.
Oh yeah, it's a shambles, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I get it. It's an EFL Trophy game, but yeah, this free. I mean, all of us, when we've done our reactions and stuff on previous games, it's just I just don't get it. Like, yeah, we obviously done it in pre-season. Pre-season's pre-season, but then obviously we tried it for the first few games, and the fact that again last night he changed it. He changed it when he brought Conte on, went to a 4 at the back, and we just look so much better. I just don't get it. I mean, what annoyed me. Obviously, I know you've already talked about it last night, but I just wanted to mention the fact that, like, I really wanted the players who were coming in last night to actually try and prove a point. Because what frustrated me is that obviously, Mola, Moore, obviously Blongo, Senior, Ellison. I just wanted him to sort of stake a claim, but yeah, it was pretty easy to pick Saturday's team again because you just picked the same back 4, but just so frustrating. Like the defending was, I mean, yes, there were a lot of good players for Tottenham. Obviously, the way they play, quick football, they had pace, but the defending, like watching it back like, on the highlights, it
was terrible, mate. It was. I mean, but the thing is, Charlie, you got to see it as it's Mola and Moore again at the fault of the heart of the problem at the back. I mean, I don't think they deserve any games in the league anymore. I think they've made too many mistakes. Mola doesn't really look interested when he plays. I mean, his positioning when he's playing is terrible. Like it will leave players on goal side. It's just I think we could do with another centre back on loan, 100%.
Definitely. One more centre half. Yeah, it's just frustrating because obviously when all of them signed, I think I was quite excited when Moore signed and Mola signed. Considering Mola's been at Chelsea Academy, he's been in the Bundesliga, Blackburn. I remember when he was at Reading in that game when they beat us 2-0 at the Mem, like he was quality as a centre half or even as a left back. And it's just I just don't know. I don't really get it. Like you see the first goal, his touch is so poor, gives the ball away. Then we're on the back foot. Like it's really annoying because, like you said, you have Kilgore there and the Pat are just doing the basics really well, and just defending properly. But whereas you even seen at Fleetwood or in the cup game against Cambridge, Moore and Mola, because it's frustrating because I wanna sort of, obviously I'll always back a player, but when they keep doing the same mistakes, it's hard to sort of say give them a chance again because it's just the same stuff.
He's had a year, Charlie. Do you know what I mean? He's had a year, and it was the same all of last season. I think Moore was better last season. I didn't think he was that bad last season, Moore. But I mean, it just they both just look out of their depth. To be honest with you, like I mean, I think Darryl Clark's got a vision of where he wants to go with this club, and I just don't see him fitting in with it. It's just that I can't stress enough how uninterested Mola looks when he's on the ball. Like he just doesn't care. And I don't think he cares about football.
I think what the irony is with Mola is he works well in a back five, but the back five never works. Like, because clubs like Reading and in the Bundesliga, they'll run a back five and he'll play really, really well. I think he's better as a left back rather than a centre half, but the 5 back never works, so he never really fits in a back 4. And I think with Moore, I don't know if you noticed this yesterday, Charlie, but he just hoofed the ball. That's where his confidence is at. He just doesn't want to play with it on the ground. He'll just hoof it and hope.
He done the same thing. Well, Fleetwood. He's done it at Fleetwood as well. Hoofball really. I mean, it's frustrating. I mean, I get obviously players' confidence ain't going to be that good, but you just look at Saturday's performance, right? We just done the basics brilliantly, which we haven't done for ages. Like everyone, even if people want to say, I don't know, Hutchinson, I don't think was the best on Saturday. I don't think Conte was amazing. I thought he was solid, but we just done the basics well. Like there's been so many like issues like that. Just doing the basics, whether it's a 5-yard pass, whether it's working as a team, whether it's players helping other players out. It's just stuff like that. And when you've got, like you said, Mola and Moore doing the same thing every single game when they get a chance, it's frustrating. I mean, I can imagine how frustrated Darryl must be, let alone the fans, when they're just constantly doing the same mistake. It's crazy. I
think we all get frustrated about it because we've had this for the last year now, and obviously we could wipe the slate for you and say it's a new season, it's a fresh team and stuff like that. But when it's the same mistakes from the same players that you had from last season, it's hard to cut them a bit of slack. Like the same with Hutchinson. Like I'm not sure how I feel about the Cupping of the Years last night. I think yes, he's had a lot of abuse online, but at the end of the day, that will stem from the comments he made on the radio interview, and also the lack of interest when he plays as well. I mean, he's had a couple of good games this season so far. I mean, he's scored a couple, but I still think he's nowhere near the potential where he could be at.
Yes, it's one of those. I mean, to be fair, I'm not really. Last night I was the same as like. I was right at the back of the West Stand, so I didn't really see the bit when he cupped his ears. It was obviously wasn't until I looked on Twitter after the game and everyone on TikTok saying, "Oh, did you?" I'm not really even with the interview. I wouldn't. It was only the thing after Chesterfield where he said obviously about the fans. Like it wasn't that mad. And to be fair, I'm not. I mean, he's had like. Don't get me wrong. Like I'll criticize any player. Like obviously, I won't go personal. Of course, I'm not like that. I'll just
of course not.
Players play poor. I'll say that. But obviously, way too many people have gone personal with him and his family and stuff like that. Which isn't like if you're going to do that, then like don't even be at the club. Like go and support someone else if you're going to bring family members and go right in on them and stuff. But yeah, I get it. He's been frustrating because obviously when we signed him, you've seen his stats, most GNA in League 2. Obviously he was, it's one of those, isn't it? Because the free kick. I mean that tells you like what
unbelievable free kick.
Yeah, like,
unbelievable.
I couldn't believe it. Like I was like, Jesus Christ, off the post and in. But yeah, it's just it's just frustrating because he does some things really well, but his touch is so poor. Like his touch is, it just gives.
And his 5-yard passing as well. His 5-yard passing doesn't seem to be great at the moment either. It gives the ball away too much.
Yeah, it's just I know because obviously there's a player there, but yeah, it's sort of hard when for a lot of the the time that he's been in. Obviously, he's a very frustrating player to watch. Like I like Hutchinson, but yeah, it's just obviously hopefully that goal obviously that was his second goal of the season last night, so that was good for him to do that. So hopefully he can build on it now. We can just build as a team and sort of stick. Obviously, it's a squad. We obviously need more players before the end of the window, but hopefully
100%.
now in most of these league games we can see like pretty much the same squad play and have a settled team, and hopefully we can build on it now and push on.
I've heard there's talks of a striker coming in.
Oh yeah, there's everything in there.
Obviously
there's that Palmer stuff. There's that. Who's that other kiddie? The young kiddie.
Bozu.
Say that again.
Bozu, isn't it? The other one.
Yeah, but he's a winger. There was that other striker that was linked. I think Peterborough and Portsmouth were after him. I can't remember his name now, but he's a young striker.
Is he the one for Coventry?
No, not him. I think he plays for a team in Scotland. I think I've seen it on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I can't remember his name, but I did hear about that. And
I thought he's a midfielder. That one.
No, that's the one from Ireland.
Oh right.
Is it Sloan? I think.
Sloan, yeah.
But yeah, we definitely need a striker, especially if promises. They still frustrate me about this. Like when we signed him, like obviously he was a winger then. Like I'm not sure who or why people thought he would be a striker. I'm not really sure about that. We've seen the last 2 games, play him in his natural position and he'll play well. Yes, there's little things he can improve on, but like he's way better out wide, like way better. So we definitely need a striker. Obviously, there's links with Palmer and a few others. Obviously, Palmer was actually in my little transfer bit I'd done in the summer. He was on the list, one of the strikers. But I don't think he will come. I'd love him to come because I think he'd be a brilliant signing, especially with the deliveries from Southern Hells and Sparks. But I got a feeling he'll go probably Salford or something. I'm not sure. I don't think he'll come, Rovers. I'd love him to, though.
Yeah.
Played by Chris Martin.
Yeah,
Chris Martin.
Yeah, it depends if how sort of fit he can get and how sharp he'll be. Because in that League 2, like he only needs one chance, but it's about if he can stay fit and what they're going to do. Whether it's a pay-as-you-play contract, I'm not sure. I'd even though like he was amazing for us and he's a class bloke as well. Obviously, you don't really want to keep relying on players. You sort of want to look more into the future, sort of thing. I know Palmer's not young. I think he's 33, but yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't mind Martin coming back, but yeah, because of that injury, it's a bit worrying, isn't it? The fact that he had that. Did he break broke a part of his leg? Didn't he? It stopped.
Broke his leg, yeah,
for a couple of months, and then he got injured again. So I'm not sure about that. What's your guys' thoughts on the striker department?
I think with strikers at the moment because Harrison works well with Promise because he's always there to take a chance. I think Promise, definitely is a better right winger than he ever has been a striker. But Caven last night was absolutely brilliant. I think he could work really well against teams that aren't so good physically. Because against physical size, he doesn't do as well. He works his socks off, but I think against big physical defenders, he doesn't work. But I think Harrison and Promise work well together. But I think we need a Chris Martin or an Ollie Palmer that just knows where the goal is and gets us 15 goals a season, like 17 goals a season, that we can just know that he will consistently score. Because Harrison, when he's good, can do that, but I think the most he's ever scored in a season is 15. And that was when he was at us.
Yeah.
I think we could do with another striker that just consistently knows where the goal is. Because we've got the youth there with Dewsbury and players come through the academy. Anthony was good in pre-season. I think we just need a veteran striker that knows where the goal is and can consistently score like 15, 20 goals for us.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Actually, I think we need another striker. I think this one with a proven record will be nice. As you said, a veteran striker is what we need. We've got quite a lot of kids in the team at the moment. We've not got loads of experience, so I think an experienced head. I think we'll get. We don't look. I think the last couple of games we've improved a lot. We're starting to look more attacking. We're just lacking that end product. I think. It's, obviously, Caven's really good. He played really well last night. He's, as you said, he's not very good against physical teams. He's quite small. He's not really experienced in the league yet, but I do think against an experienced, like next to an experienced striker, I think we'll be all right this season.
What other? I'm not sure if you've obviously I managed to catch a little bit before, obviously when you went live, but what's your thoughts on whatever positions you think we need?
I do think we could do with another central midfielder, just because Conte could leave by the end of the season or by the end of the transfer window even. But if we do sell him, it's going to have to be for his release clause or something close.
Yeah.
But I do think we need another midfielder just in case McEachran or Conte get injured, because Howley can fill that spot, but he's also quite injury prone in himself as well. But yeah, I think we could do with another midfielder. I think we could do with another defender on loan. I know we're being linked with that guy from Oxford.
Negro,
yeah, which could be quite dodgy this season with people. But no, and I think we could do with maybe another striker that just three more signings: midfielder, defender, striker would do well. I think we're sorted on the goalkeeping front because Southwood gets injured. Brad's a good enough number 2. I think he'll be playing. I think Brad will be playing against Newport because I don't think we'll get that game called off because I don't think we can afford to lose the TV rights. So I think Brad will be playing against Newport away. So I think we're good on the goalkeeping front. Worst comes to worst, we can recall Jed. Defense again, like Kilgore and Lapata very good together. I think Lapata could be another Connor Taylor where he joins us on loan and then 1 or 2 seasons later we sign him on a permanent. Southam Hales and Senior, 2 really good right backs, really good at going up and down. Sparks, if he does get injured, Mola I think would work, but we might be able to use another left back. But Sparks is really good. Sparks has been really good in all but 1 game. I think Fleetwood he wasn't on it. In midfield we could do with another one definitely. But yeah, I think that's all we need between now and the end of the window.
Can you guys hear me? I've had a few connection issues.
Yeah,
good. Yeah, it was buffering for a second, then I was had to go on my data. In terms of transfers, I think we at the moment we do lack a lot of creativity as well. So I do think we could do with an attacking midfielder, like a Liam Serpent kind of player that runs at the back line and just tries to create any chance they can. A winger, definitely need a winger. I don't think Luke Thomas looks that great this season at all. I don't think he looks on the game. I can see Soterio leaving. Conte, I'm not too sure if he's going to leave or not. I mean, he looks pretty settled with us at the moment. He's playing. I think he's playing really, really well. I can see Hutchinson leaving. To be honest with you, I think if an offer comes in, it'll be gone straight away. As you said, he's a player that's been there and he's not had the best reception from the fans. So I mean, if he could be one of the players leaving, but yeah, I mean, we could do with a winger, an attacking midfielder, and definitely another striker. Apart from that, I think we're pretty sorted, to be honest.
Yeah, I think for me, I would like 5 personally. I think we definitely need another centre back. Definitely need a striker. Definitely need a winger. I would want. If I'm being honest, I would want 2 wingers, but because I don't. Obviously, you've got Thomas, who is obviously Shaq is back in a few months after his injury, but I would want 2, but I'll just stick with 1 now. So 1 centre back, 1 striker, 1 winger, and 2 midfielders. I think, I agree with you, Fred, what you said, as in sort of a box-to-box, someone that will run forward, because at the moment, I think, we're obviously playing, well, hopefully now we can stick with this 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1. And, I think you need at least 1 sort of another player similar to Josh and Howley, but then I think we also need a box to box as well, because I think McEachran for me, he's probably been, well, for me anyway, I think he's been the best up there with Alfie as the two best players so far. So I think as long as we can keep Josh fit, I think we've got a good chance of doing good things, because I think he's a player that we missed, a sort of player that we missed terribly last season, because that midfield last year was appalling, absolutely appalling. Obviously, I know you two were talking about obviously defense was shocking as well, but last season that midfield of Ward, Sawyers, it was just awful. And there was no one that could sort of control a game, or like I mentioned earlier, just do the basics properly, just keep the ball, keep possession, and that's what I think Josh. I think he goes a bit unnoticed to me personally, McEachran, because he just keeps the ball so well and just keeps it ticking.
I think he's brilliant.
Yeah.
Wait, lads, just 2 seconds. Someone just put in the comments, Grimsby beating Man United 2-0.
Yeah, they are. I was just having a look at that.
Well, good luck with that, then, boys.
That Charles Vernon scored, and then one of Man United's ex-academy players has scored as well. And Onana, shambles. They were shambles. How was he not sacked yet, by the way? How was he not sacked?
Who, Amarim?
Have you seen his record?
Yeah, it's terrible. He's won 4 games, isn't it?
I don't think United can afford to sack another manager, because there'll be another manager on the payroll, and also they just look awful. Listen to this, right? He's had 29 games in the Premier League. He's not won back-to-back games once. He's got 7 wins out of 29, and he's got 28 points. 28 points in 29 games in the Prem. Yeah, they're definitely. That's a worse record than Matt Taylor had at us.
Yeah, Premier League full buckle.
I it could genuinely be a chance that Southwood's a better goalkeeper than Onana.
He is.
Yeah, but I don't think we can take Grimsby beating Man United as anything to go into for Saturday, which I was about to go into, a little preview for the Grimsby game, because I don't think United are trying all that much, because they're just going to try and focus on the Premier League.
I think they have to, because they've got no Europe, have they? So,
you coming Saturday, Charlie?
Nah.
Oh, what the one game I'm going to?
I'm just doing these away games. I just need a bit of a rest, because I'm
gonna rest the one game I'm going to, Charlie. How terrible!
You're part-time gas, ain't you? So
not part-time. I still watch every game apart from last night. I was at the Stadium of Light last night. That was interesting, by the way.
My dog has joined me.
My
dog has joined me.
It was just like Josh, we were having a cat the other week. That was funny.
Yeah. Where is that part-timer anyway? He's meant to be on here, isn't he?
Yeah, no, I tried messaging him a couple of times today. He's not seen it, so I'm going to take it easy on the nap after that.
Shambles gas, isn't he?
Shambles gas. Part-time gas.
Yeah.
But anyway, in terms of Saturday then, boys, what's the predictions? What do you think we're going to get out of Saturday?
I think if we play like we did against Cambridge, because Cambridge are a great side as well this season, I think we have a good chance. And if we can break our winless run at home, we can break our winless run away at some point. Because obviously it was Cambridge away last season. There was one of the only away games I didn't do last season.
Ironically.
Yeah,
Cambridge away. It's almost a year now that we haven't won a game away from home. But I think, if we play like we did against Cambridge and providing no injuries, I think we have a good chance. Cambridge are a good side. They've started the season off well. So obviously we'll have to contend with that. But I think we defensively, we played brilliantly on Saturday. Even with the back five, we looked pretty decent. It was every man for himself. And if we can play like that, if Caven can play like anything like he did on yesterday, I think we stand a good chance. But obviously, Grimsby are a good side, so I have to be wary.
Yeah,
no, I agree. I think if we start from the back four at the start, and generally play how we have done the last couple of games, I think we'll be all right. A win, not sure. I think Grimsby are a team that's flying at the moment. I think they're one of the teams that will go up the season as well. I mean, they've won every game so far, haven't they?
I think they drew a couple. They drew against Accrington on Saturday. I think they drew another one as well. But they've not lost a game. Yeah.
So I mean, they're going to be coming to the game full of confidence. But if we build on the back of the last two performances, I mean, even though last night was a bit shambolic, I mean, the second half looked a lot better. I think if we kind of go in with confidence and go in wanting to create something, and also go in wanting to win the game with determination, I mean, I think we'll have a chance of winning the game. What do you reckon, Char?
Yeah, well, put it this way: if our first team, if our back four that played, our first team back four would have played last night full strength, then I would have been worried if we went 3-0 down with Alfie, the Palace Sparks and all that. But it's obviously going to be tough. Their home form has been brilliant as well. Scored a lot, scored early as well in a lot of their games. Obviously they're on good form. They're going to be buzzing after tonight. Hopefully they're a bit knackered by sort of, and then hopefully subs again can sort of work. It's one of those, like you mentioned, both of you have said, if we do the basics well again, if we defend well, if we win the duels and just keep it simple, keep the ball on the floor, and hopefully get the first goal, then, I think if we go, I'm still not, obviously it's not happened for a while. I think if we go 1-0 down, because, we haven't really seen, obviously last night we come back, that was against 16, 17, 18, 19. I mean, of course, I was happy with the, response like we should be, but it's different that, if you're going to Grimsby away, a team who haven't lost yet, and if you go 1-0 down, then it might be a little bit tough. But I think if we can go get the first goal and then just hopefully build on the last two games in the league, it would be lovely to keep another clean sheet. And obviously the last time I went up there, we did keep a clean sheet and we won 1-0 thanks to Sir Tom Lockyer with that lovely little finish.
I think he's coming back. Tom Lockyer.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't think he is.
You're not making so. I think we'll get a surprise. I think we will. I can see it. It's just that we fought like everyone else. We might as well bring him back at the same time, won't we?
It's one of those.
Thing is, I'd love it to happen, but my dad said this to me a couple of weeks ago when we were really linked with him. Would you want something to happen like what happened in the playoff final and in the Premier League? Would you want him to have that again? And obviously, then we would have had Wembley medical staff and Premier League medical staff. Here we'd have St. John's ambulance staff. Would we want that to happen again? Yeah. obviously, he's taken precautions to make sure it doesn't happen. With the artificial pacemaker that he had in his heart, but there's always a risk there. But I'd love it to happen because he'd be great for morale as well because he was our captain back when he was still at the club, and he's definitely quality. You can tell Luton have missed him over the last couple of years. But that's what I was saying in a video I did a few weeks back. Is it wishful thinking to think he'll come down to League Two when he's definitely not League Two level?
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's also going to be seen as a risk, though, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? So, how many teams are going to touch him? Maybe not. But then you've also got to think of it as the doctors wouldn't have cleared him to play if it wasn't safe.
Yeah, because obviously the thing is, we know he's a class player. Like he's one of my, when he was here, he was one of my favourite players. But it's one of those things. For one, he hasn't played for when was the last time he played? What, a year ago? Year and a half ago?
Year and a half ago, yeah.
I know he's obviously been clear to play and stuff, but it just really worrying it. And will he take a massive wage cut as well? Obviously he'll obviously know, that obviously it's League Two. I'd love him to come back, but also on the other hand, it's sort of one of those, isn't it, where would he even come back to League Two anyway? And plus, the fact wage structure and stuff like that. I think, it would be good. I think we do need more leaders in the side, especially Lockyer. He was unreal. The passion, leadership, everything you want, a role model, everything you want in a captain, in a player. But it's just that thing, like you said, he's had that thing happen a couple of times, and he hasn't played for a while. So I'd probably just leave it and go for someone else. But don't get me wrong, if he was fully fit, then of course he would be straight in my team if we signed him straight away.
100%. I mean, he's got the quality, and he's got the quality. But yeah, there's a valid point. Was it? Would he come back to League Two? Well, maybe not. But I don't know. I've just got a feeling. He'll be back. I think he's brought back everyone else. So why not bring him back and all? Just for the sentimental value, mate.
Yeah,
I think one question to ask be asked is if we do sign him, who drops out of the defense? Because Kilgore's just a brilliant captain, and Lockyer wouldn't take captaincy, I don't think. But Lapata, in the few games he has played, he has not done many things wrong.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. He's been brilliant. Like he's literally done nothing wrong. I don't think he's won everything. It was weird even at Chesterfield. Like I was thinking, why are you taking Lapata off for half time for? Like he's done well.
Yeah,
right?
didn't get that either.
Yeah, but yeah, he's been good, really good.
Who's been the standout performer for you boys this season so far?
Kilgore. I think Kilgore's got to be up there. Definitely, he's been brilliant. Harrison's been good this season because he hit the post in the first game. Obviously, scored.
How good would that have been if he scored on the debut there? Yeah. How good would that have been?
Yeah, and he's definitely played very well. Sparks is a very good player at the moment. Just the way he just is on the ball, he's so confident on the ball and getting crosses in. McEachran in a similar vein, and also Conte. Conte's been very good this season, or at least in the last 3-ish games.
Jack Lagas just put in the comments thoughts on category. I have no idea what that is.
Thoughts on what?
Category?
Yeah.
God knows.
Hang on, let's have a look.
No idea. Yeah, we don't know what you're on about, Jack. Sorry, mate.
We'll have a look. I'll have a look.
Okay.
Yeah, search it up. Hang on a minute. This could be a troll here, boys. It could be something weird could pop up when you're on your Safari.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Do you know what it is? Though? Actually, on
Cavane.
That's what we're correct for, I reckon. That's what we're correct.
Yeah.
Cavane's been brilliant. Cavane's been very good. Obviously, the stats don't really say that he's been brilliant, but he's just been so good at pressing down players and just keeping it in. He's good for being a defensive striker as well because he just keeps teams in their own half by how much he presses. It's something that Promise doesn't really do, and Sotirio doesn't do all that often. It's just he will run constantly.
Yeah,
and,
you can't fault his work rate.
He's been good for that. Yeah, definitely.
And there's a goal scorer in him as well. I think we've seen last night his finishing and his ability. I mean, given the right chance in the service, which is why I think we're desperate for an attacking midfielder and a winger. In fact, if he gets a service, he knows what the back of the net is. And I do think there is a 20-goal season striker in him maybe in the next couple of years. And I wouldn't say this season because he's still fresh to the league, but I think over the next years we've got him. I think we have got a goal scorer in him somewhere. Definitely.
It's quite a tough one, isn't it? Because he's obviously the sort of player to like. I think at his old club was at FC Vaduz. Like he was mainly played as a central striker, but obviously League Two, you're not really going to get away with playing unless the team plays a really high line, which they don't really in this league. Like it's going to be quite tough whether you sort of keep playing him off the bench, obviously for now, or we sort of change formation because I don't really want to sort of do, the opposite to Promise and go, oh yeah, he's quite small, he's quite quick, so let's play him out wide. Because that's what we did in his first game. We played him as like a left 10 against Fleetwood or left winger, and it didn't really work. So it's one of those where he's probably going to be better with someone like with Ellis as a front two, but when or what game are we going to play that? I'm not really sure because so far we haven't played two up top, apart from yesterday in the first half when it was Ollie and Harrison until the change. So it's one of those really. I think he will be a good. Yeah, I think he will be a good player. Obviously, work rate you can't fault. He'll chase everything. He's quick. He just needs to just find his feet. New league, new language, more physicality in League Two and League One. If we go up, touch wood. But yeah, hopefully he can just carry on doing well. And hopefully keep scoring goals. But it's like you said, it's what formation do you play with him? Because you're not going to play him up front, are you, in this league on his own? Against look at Oldham. Yeah, 4-4-2. But then have we got enough wingers for that? Are we gonna? Because at the moment that 4-3-3 is looking, quite good, like especially on Saturday. Saturday, obviously, with that formation. So, yeah, it's one of those. Get on to obviously what you said about who's impressed. Yeah, Kilgore and McEachran for me are joint top. They've been class, both of them. Yeah.
I mean, we expected McEachran to be top quality. I mean, he's not a League Two midfielder at all, is he? Really? I mean,
no.
He's been in and around the Championship the last couple of years. So I mean, and realistically, his level now should be League One or Championship still. I mean, you can see he's got so much quality there. But yeah, sorry, we dog barking.
I think with McEachran, I was a bit nervous to hype him up because he's another player that has a really very good CV, like Sawyer's had, like Butcher had for that matter, that just didn't really work, like because Sawyer's and Butcher just didn't work. But yeah, he's been class this season. And you don't get young Chelsea player of the season in the time that he got it if you're not very good.
Yeah, that definitely. But yeah, hope it's just it's with a lot of our players really. Just can they? Fingers crossed they can stay fit because I think Southern Hells the last 2 games he's played, like I think he's been outstanding. Like I do like Senior, but for me, what I've seen Southern Hells is that first name sheet, first team on that the team sheet. Sorry, at right back, 100%. And like I said, it's I think Sparks is the only one that we signed really that played pretty much every game last season. See, a lot of the other players, obviously McEachran only started 3 or 4 in the league. Ellis obviously didn't play loads. A lot of them. Obviously Lapata played obviously a decent amount, and that's the thing with this team. If we can stay fit, if we can add that quality, because obviously Darryl has said, I only want players that are going to come in and start. He said he don't want squad players after the interview. So, yeah, hopefully strengthen well, and then we just kick on. We need to kick on now. We're already obviously a few points beyond what will be 8 or 9 points off top of the league already. So we need to kick on now, go on a run, and yeah, hopefully we can get more wins. That's what we need, more wins.
I mean, that's what we want. We could deal with a couple more of them, to be honest with you. but to be honest with you, in terms of how we're going so far this season, I mean, the start wasn't great, but you can see over the last 2 games now where Darryl Clark wants to take the team. I think with that little bit more quality added to the squad, I do think we'll get there. And to be honest with you, I think he's still the right man for the job. I think he's the only realistic manager we could have brought in. And I think we'll get promoted. I do think we'll get promoted still.
Yeah, I think.
I
think with Darryl is, and why I'm hopeful in thinking that he'll go on a run is he's never started off a team well. Like if you look to his Port Vale days, his Cheltenham days, even when he was back at us, he never started a season off well. First season at us, he got relegated.
But even Rose in general haven't started seasons off well. I remember in 07 under Trollope, it was the same. Joey Barton was the same. Darryl was the same. It always happens with Rose. We never start well. Obviously, this season was really poor the first 3 or 4 games. But yeah, hopefully now, like you said, you just need that what's the word? Continuity with the side. If you can keep the sort of same side, but obviously also add on it, then fingers crossed. Now, obviously, we've kept back-to-back clean sheets and got a win for the first time since March. So hopefully we can carry it on.
Breathe, Charlie. To see you struggling for breath there.
Oh, yeah, he is muted to be fair.
I'm a bit ill. I'm not really feeling that good today. I'm not sure.
You should be having some water then, Charlie. Not a glass of Coke.
Glass of Coke, mate. Yeah, glass of Coke would do it good.
That's my cure to an illness. That or Lucasade.
Yeah, Lucasade.
Oh yeah, red Lucasade. That's my one.
No, I think on that point with we're definitely with like new managers and are starting terribly under new managers and in new seasons. I think the only time that I can remember that we started well with a new manager is probably Calderon, because obviously the first game that he had was Stevenage, not obviously like one day of training, but he got like decent results. The draw against Stockport, Barnsley, Peterborough, Bolton, Huddersfield, and even the draw against Shrewsbury away. Like when I went to Shrewsbury away, I thought it was an awful result, but in hindsight, looking back, it was one of our better results of last season. Which definitely, and I think Calderon was the last manager in a long time that we had a decent start with.
To be fair though, Taylor had a good start. I know he drew against Cheltenham, but then we beat Bolton away, Pompey at home, Charlton at home, and
Norwich drew.
Yeah, Norwich away. We and that was, fully enough, that was in a back three as well. That was in a back three with wing backs. I think it was LT and who was it? It was the other wing back. LT and
Hall, I think.
Yeah.
I think it would have been.
Or Gordon, maybe.
Yeah.
Gordon, how good did he look against us for Chesterfield?
He is a good player. He got slated at Rovers. He's a good player.
I don't think he was all that bad.
Yeah, I thought he was quite. Obviously, it was frustrating that he didn't really attack. Like there were so many times he used to get forward and it just turned back. But he was very consistent. I remember he had when that Raksaki was at Charlton and Ballymumba at Plymouth. He had him in his back pocket. Like he was a solid player.
Do you think? I think Rovers have definitely turned from being a great team against good teams to being a good team against teams on the same level. But then we'll go and lose to like someone who isn't that good, which is just the Rovers way. It's just, but yeah, I think with we haven't really talked about LT when he hasn't really had a good season. But I think when he gets going, he's proper good. When we played Exeter at the Men, I had a mate who went there, and he said I don't know why the Exeter players didn't mark him because he was brilliant against Exeter. But yeah, I think when LT gets going, he's proper good. But
yeah, he's just inconsistent. LT. He is always a player that will. Well, for me anyway, he's always a player that will create chances. I think last season he created the most. He's always got a good cross in him. It's just like now, and same with a lot of players. Like Saturday, he was like. Obviously, for the level that we've seen of him, that was really, he played really well. But now, and it's the same with a lot of players. He needs to keep that level now. If we want to, do well, it's all about consistency and maintaining that level. Because if we can play like that, be good in both boxes, just look solid. In Cambridge, I'm usually pretty decent with stats, but I cannot remember the last time we kept the team from having a shot on target. Like when was the last time? So. We just need to be consistent now. But yeah, LT, I do like him, but he does frustrate me a lot. But I do like him. Yeah.
I think he's a good player, you know what I mean?
I think in League Two, I definitely think in this division, it is better to be consistent than to be... Because like in a way that Walsall that dropped off at the end of last season, I think Port Vale, I think it was, were just consistently pretty decent all the way through the year and they got promoted. Yeah. Walsall were really, really good at the start of the year and then ran out of steam and they lost a 18-point advantage, I think it was at one point.
Yeah.
That
was crazy.
They lost that.
I have a mate who's a Walsall fan, and it was quite funny to banter him last season, even though we were getting relegated. It was quite funny. But no, I think it's definitely better to be consistently decent than to start off really, really well and then drop off by the end of the season.
Yeah, you need to pace yourself. Definitely. Yeah. So I agree with that. Completely agree. Better to be, better to play like, 6 out of 7, or 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 up until sort of, mainly throughout the whole season than like Walsall done, like you said, absolutely amazing. And then come January, they were absolutely atrocious.
It's because they lost that Nathan Lowe, though, wasn't it? They lost their striker.
Yeah, but even that, though, like I know he was obviously brilliant for them, but they were just terrible. Like they were. I mean, it's all right. Obviously, they lost one player, but they were. Wow.
Wasn't Ellis in that team? He was, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ellis was on loan there. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was.
I think genuinely the best thing for Rovers at the moment is to make the Mem an absolute fortress and a horrible place to go to. Because if we can win 70-80% of our home games and then get a point or 3 out of every 3 away games, we'll probably go up.
Yeah. I agree.
And I think our fans are definitely brilliant at making the Mem a fortress when we're playing well. Because you saw at some points last season the Mem was, or it wasn't awful, but it was so quiet when we were playing terribly. But when we get the Mem rocking, a lot of players say that it's one of the most difficult places to go in the lower divisions when the place is properly rocking.
Well, look at that Bolton game. That night against Bolton was one of the best home games I can remember in a long while. Probably since when we won 7-0 against Scunthorpe. Like, it was incredible, that Bolton game. Like,
I'm so annoyed I didn't go to the 7-0 because I was trying to get tickets for like 3 weeks before, and they'd already sold out.
Bloody hell.
But yeah, and I would have been I think I would have been year 9 or year 10 back then.
We're old, Charlie. We're getting old, me and you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're making me feel old, lads.
Yeah,
I'm 23, mate. How old are you, Charlie?
I'm not
28.
Are you? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm 29 in November, man. I'm getting old. I'm old.
I didn't realise he was that old.
Yeah.
I think what will make this even worse is the first thing I did when coming out of the hospital when I was born was watch the 2007 playoff final. That was when coming out of hospital.
That's mad, isn't it? That's what I mean. Wait, when were you born?
16th of May, 2007.
Oh my god, that's
2002 for me.
That's mental. That's what I mean. That was the season I started following Rovers when you were born. That's mad.
Yeah.
I'll always remember my first Rovers goal. It was Chrissy Limes. It was against Rochdale, won 4-1. I can't remember what year it was. It was like I was like 7 or 8. But Chrissy Limes put it in the top corner. And believe it or not, lads, before that, I used to go and watch City, right? But they used to lose every game we used to go to.
Eh?
Yeah, I know. But when I turned 7 on my 7th birthday, my granddad took me to my first Rovers game, and they won 4-1. And that was me. A Bristol Rovers fan for the rest of my life. And now I can't stand the City. Charlie, still there?
Yeah, mate. My camera's off. After you just said that.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't choose me.
Shambles. That is a shambles.
I was forced because obviously my whole family are shitheads. Like my whole family, bar me and my granddad, are shitheads. So I had no choice in the matter of being a kid. But then as soon as my 7th birthday came along, my granddad took me to my first game, and that was I've been a Rovers supporter ever since. So it was forced upon me, Charlie. It wasn't a choice.
I didn't choose me. I've been a Rovers fan since day one because my dad's a Rovers fan. My granddad's my granddad takes a piss out of Rovers constantly because that's just the type of character he is. My great granddad's a Rovers fan. All of my uncles are Rovers fans, and a few of them gone to the games this season.
Yeah,
but yeah, I wasn't chosen. I was chosen.
Yeah, I was a bit of a late one because none of my family are Rovers fans. None of them. So like it was my mate actually in school when we were in year 6, obviously for that playoff season and the troll up in 07, Millennium Stadium, and that was when he said to me, he was, "Oh, fancy coming to a Rovers game," and then ever since then I've been absolutely hooked. But yeah, I was quite late. I was 11 when I started supporting Rovers, so it's one of those.
Ross rather be a dead than a red. Of course, Ross. That is word we all live by.
Yeah.
Charlie, just a quick one. Obviously, you've been on the content stuff for a lot longer than us two. So, what's your thoughts about obviously me and Matthew kind of taking a bit of inspiration off you and kind of creating something of our own? What's your opinion on it?
Well, that's class, mate. I love it. It's good. It's good to see more people on the content because obviously when I started, it was obviously GasCast had obviously been going for quite a long time. But obviously sort of YouTube, it was mainly Jake Barber. He was the real OG. But no, it's good. Yeah, the more Rovers content, the better, and yeah, it's good. Like it, because it was the same with like me. I wanted to start it years ago. Obviously when I was a kid in that. But obviously, yeah, my my start when I was younger was a shambles. So it took me until I was 22 to start it. But yeah, it's good. I love it, mate. It's good. Both of you obviously love the Gas as well, and it's class. It's class, lads. It's good that and it's a good name as well. Thatcher's End TV. I like it. It's like
the intro's mint as well. Someone made it for me last night, and that was class. I was quite shocked by it. I was sat in the stadium alone watching the Rovers intro.
Yeah, mate. It's class. I love it because like you said, the more of us doing Rovers content, the better, because obviously then it gives people sort of 4, 5, 6 different options, to watch. And I'll always watch everyone as well. I've been doing it for obviously years, since I was a kid or teenager or whatever, but it's class. I love it. I love the fact that you started it, and it also took inspiration from obviously me and Josh, which is also good as well.
Well, Charlie, I've been saying every time I've seen you at games, how many times have I said to you, I'm going to start a podcast on this one day?
Yeah, it's about time. It's about time.
I've been saying this to you for the last 2 years. I was like, I'm going to join you soon. They're going to go on the podcast. We're going to talk on the podcast. And 2 years later, I finally actually grew the balls and done it. So, but yeah, no, generally, it's very hard.
Yeah, it's hard because obviously you're both on TikTok as well, but obviously your sort of face is going to be out there as well. So you have to obviously football is all about opinions. Obviously everyone will have different opinions, but no, it's good. Like that's what I mean. Most people are class of it and will obviously support you like everyone did with me when I started it, etc. But yeah, obviously it can be tough. There's a lot of obviously hard work, obviously depending on what you want to obviously do. But yeah, it's good.
We'll go into that in a minute, actually. I was going to go through what the plans was. So pretty much on the Grimsby game on Saturday, for anyone watching this, anyone going to the Grimsby game, we are going to be doing fan interviews before the game and after the game. So if you do see us around with the camera, don't be afraid to kind of approach us and jump on it, because as many people as we can, we want to interview them, and we just want to have a bit of fun with it. We're going to film the whole game as well. Well, obviously not the whole game, but you're going to get my reactions. Probably me getting angry every 5 minutes, because that's my personality. But it's going to be fun content. Obviously, I think the main reason behind why I wanted to do fan interactions was because we haven't actually got that yet. You see a lot of football clubs, they do interviews with their fans, and like you kind of get the upset reactions and the happy reactions after the game. And I think a lot of people do want to see that with our fan base. I mean, we've got a very volatile fan base at the moment, so I think it'll be entertaining for everyone to watch. But we'll try our best, won't we, Matthew?
Yeah, we will try our best. I think on that last point, I definitely did want to after last season. I wanted to, and obviously filming my documentary for my last college project. I don't know. They got decent viewing, the Thatcher's End boys, and that's partly why this channel.
Brilliant documentary, mate.
It's partly why this channel is called the Thatcher's End TV, because I love the Thatcher's End. It's such a good stand. But yeah, definitely, I wanted to, after college, turn this into some sort of career, whether that be working in the media with Rovers or with things surrounding Rovers, or just starting this channel, just like center myself with Rovers and Rovers media and just see where it takes me. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, it's class. Yeah, just keep. Just that. If I was to give one tip, to end this, and this would be to anyone. If someone said to me, "Oh, what tip would you give me if I've just obviously you've already started YouTube obviously before, and obviously the documentary was unreal. Obviously you invited me and Josh on it. Obviously your dad was there a lot of the time doing the filming and that. Yeah, so he's a goat as well. But yeah, it's
you'll like that.
Yeah. All it is with obviously with anything, whether it's YouTube, whether you want to do like a career, or it's just consistency. As long as you're consistent, then you'll just get more and more obviously people getting involved, interacting. But yeah, it's class that you've obviously it's obviously some people might say, "Oh my God, there's a rivalry now," but there's no rivalry. We're all Gas. We all love Gas. Yeah, it's class. I love it.
I think that's why we invited you guys on for tonight. Obviously, Josh hasn't turned up. Josh
has bowled it. Where is he?
Josh obviously bowled it, but that's why we kind of wanted to get you guys on, really, because like it's only fair that we brought you on for the first episode, because obviously you guys are the main reason for this. Obviously, I wouldn't have got any ideas about you boys, and also you've been very supportive with us as well. I mean, I did have to ask your permission first to any toes or anything, but you boys have been really supportive.
Do it, man.
Yeah, but it's always good to ask, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it.
I do want I do want more gas heads in the social media space, because I think you see a lot of like League 1, League 2 clubs that have a huge creator, like hundreds of thousands of followers and views. I think like Callum Fowler.
He's funny. He's funny.
Yeah. I think Rovers is a fan base that deserves a big creator like that. And I want to see more gas heads in the social media space, because it is easy, especially with Bristol City, to get drowned out by other clubs. So obviously we are the worst team in the city. As much as I hate to say it, it is true.
But they're always in the comment section, aren't they, Bristol City fans? Aren't they?
Yeah,
they love comments.
It's great for views.
With all of us, they love it. They love it.
Yeah. One thing it does do, and I don't know if they notice it, is it makes the algorithm like our videos more, so we get a bit more views.
Yeah. That's what I mean. The more of them watch it. Like, to be fair, even though I've had obviously even last night I had a few stupid comments from City fans, but I've even had some positive feedback, which it's good. I'll take it. Like not all of them. I think it is what it is.
I think it is banter from the City fans. Most of the time it is banter. But obviously I made a video a couple of weeks back where sometimes some do take it too far. People have to realise we're just trying to make content for people who like football and like Bristol Rovers. And I think football shouldn't be that serious where like hate is spread. So yeah, I'm all for a bit of banter with City fans. But I think as long as it stays banter, I'm all for it. It increases my views. I love it. But yeah, it's when it gets to a point where it's hateful, I think that's where we draw the line.
Yeah. By the way, just to let people know, Man United have equalised.
Have they?
Them jammy, crappy club have equalised against Grimsby.
2-2 now, is it?
The thing is, I like Liverpool as well. I like Liverpool. It's not like I support two teams, but I do keep an eye on Liverpool and I like it when they win. So obviously,
I've chosen Newcastle since I've moved up there. I mean, I've been to a few games, but
I'm Man City. Man City.
And the thing is, if you can like other teams, like because seen that Everton fan on I forgot what the show is, but it's on Sky. That like you can't support two teams. Yeah, no, the one that Micah Richards is on and Jill Scott is on. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a comedy show that they talk about football. And I think Jamie Redknapp's on it as well. But yeah, an Everton fan said on there. Yeah. An Everton fan said you can't support two teams or like two teams, but I don't think that's the case. I think as long as you support one club more than another, I think it's all right. And if you support your local, obviously, Rovers isn't exactly my local because I live in Weston.
And you should be down the Western ground.
I keep an eye on Weston, and I like them. I'm all right with Weston. Obviously, I live here, and Bristol City is probably more local to where I live. But when my family was growing up, they were in Bristol, and a lot of my family lived in Bristol up until recently. So yeah, that's why I support the Gas. That's why I don't support the red side over to the south of the city. But
I tell you what I watched recently. Live Spartans, remember them?
Oh yeah, Live Spartans, man. Jesus.
Yeah,
that's a FIFA classic. That's a FIFA classic.
Yeah, no, I went to watch them a couple of times actually.
Wasn't that knocked Birmingham out?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and they went on the cup run didn't they, a couple of years back? But yeah, they are the quality of football, Char. Honestly, it is absolutely terrible. It's like watching Sunday League and with 3 stands around it. It's good.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to touch on, boys?
I'll see if I have any talking points, because I've set up a few talking points here. Because we've talked about targets for the transfer window. Maybe a bit of talk about like the other games this season, like not Cambridge, so Fleetwood, Oldham, Harrogate. So,
I'd rather not speak about Fleetwood. I got quite upset about that game.
Fleetwood was awful. I know Charlie was held up on the fan bus as well up the M6, but it was only me and my dad in the car up the M6, and what was supposed to be a 3.5 hour drive turned into a 7.5 hour drive.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
We were stuck behind the same lorry for about 3 hours, going at about 2 miles
exactly
an hour.
the same. Left my house at 25 to 7. Didn't get to the ground till 20 to 3.
We didn't get there until 1/2. We missed the first half an hour of the game. Literally, what was the funny thing? Like, it's annoying and funny. Was we found a car parking space right outside the stadium, like 5-minute walk outside the stadium. As soon as we got out of the car, we had the Fleetwood fans cheer and then their goal song, and and then as soon as we get in the stadium, we got in the stadium, got in the seat. Oh, not in the seats, in the terrace area. And I look up and they've scored again.
Yeah, that's got to be the worst goal music I've ever heard in my life.
Well, the thing is, I like Fleetwood.
Fleetwood,
it's different. They've got something different going on at Fleetwood, and obviously they're similar to us, where they've got a team near them that's bigger than them at the moment, and obviously them with Blackpool. But yeah, I like the smaller clubs. Well, that's why I've got a little bit of a soft spot for Exeter. That's why I don't like Argyle. Exeter. Thing is with Exeter,
that was off.
No, thing is with Exeter, I have some mates who support them, and it's funny to banter them whenever they lose, but they're fan.
I'm talking Exeter over here.
Yeah. I just like what they stand for in terms of they're a fan-owned club. Obviously, when I'll take the piss out of them whenever they lose and whenever we're playing them. But
Charlie's fully gone. You know, he's moved himself and he's got his camera up. Come on, Charlie, come back.
I definitely want. I want to play Exeter next season, because it was very. As much as we lost both games last season, he's gone. Christ. He really did not like me having a soft spot for Exeter.
Nah.
Well.
But yeah, should we wrap this up anyway? I mean, we've covered pretty much
everything. This up on that bombshell.
Yeah, that's fun. But by the way, thanks everyone for tuning in for the first episode. I mean, we've had a lot of fun with it.
It's a bit of a janky live stream. It hasn't. I had a bit of a plan. Was like we go through one certain thing at a time. We just went completely, just had a full blown conversation with no real like topic or structure. But I think that'll be what the live streams are like from now on. Obviously, we'll have a video coming out. We'll have a video coming out probably Sunday night.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'll get everything sent over to the editor on Saturday. Obviously, we want as many fans coming up as possible. Obviously, we're going to try and pull the cut of you as well. Are we going to the pub beforehand?
Yeah, I should try, or maybe get a chippy. There's good chippies up in Grimsby.
Mate, I'm having a couple of beers, mate. Couple of beers for the game. That's stadium.
Yeah, we'll be outside the stadium, I reckon, like an hour and a half before, up till obviously kick off, and then we'll stay behind for probably like half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, well, I mean, my train back to Newcastle, I think it's about 6:30, 7 o'clock, so I should have about half an hour. I mean, it's only a 15-minute walk down to the train station from the ground. So I'm getting off at Newcastle. So, but yeah. Anyway, Gas, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here, and Matthew, it's been a pleasure talking to you today.
Pleasure as well. Pleasure to have you on the live stream today, Freddie.
No worries, but I'll see you on Saturday, mate.
See you on Saturday, mate. Hopefully, we'll see as many gas heads as possible on Saturday. I don't know how many tickets we've sold. Not big away end at Grimsby, but yeah. I hope to see as many of you gas heads on Saturday and over the season as well. If you see us filming on Saturday, don't be scared. Don't be nervous to come and approach us. See if you want an interview. But yeah, if that's everything, we will
Up
see
the gas.
you up the gas, and we will see
Up the
you.
gas.
We'll see you on Thursday for another live stream. We'll see you on Saturday if you go into the game, and there's a video probably coming out Sunday night, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely fine. All right, then. I'll speak to you soon, mate. And up the gas.
All right, up the gas.
And can you hear the Totem boys sing? I can hear everything. And when the North Bristol chorus rings, I can hear everything.